How you doing? This is our Christmas special. Merry Christmas to all of you. How's it going? I'm Nick Van Zanten.
And I'm JB West. Thank you for joining us. It is our 12th episode.
That's right. It's also our Christmas special as well.
Time to deck the halls, don't you think?
I think so too. And today we'll be writing all Christmas music.
So, time to break out the Christmas tree, huh?
That's right. And now, enough talk. Let's get started. First thing on the list, Brian Setzer Orchestra, the Christmas album Boogie Woogie Christmas, opening with the song Jingle Bells, his version.
His version, and let's mention here also that that version is featured on Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. I'll be doing the latest hit from Mariah Carey. Well, it's a classic actually. It's a good time hit, and I'm sure you'll like this one. The hit we're going to be rating is called "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
I wouldn't recall that being the latest, but I'm sure she did that before this time of a year, 2002. Well, now we come to the Carol album done by Andrew Parrott. This goes all the way back to the medieval times, which is what my dad would say. We're going to be hearing the song Ryu Ryu Chiu.
Ryu Ryu Chiu. I'm still trying to get the name down.
Oh, you'll get it down when you hear the song.
I heard before that someone is a big Elvis fan around here.
I like Elvis. I like the song, little less conversation, a little more action.
And I heard you got the lyrics down pretty well. We're going to do a good hit from Elvis, since he's a big fan. We're going to be rating Santa Claus is Back in Town, and it has a good beat to it. I mean, has a little blues, has a little jazz, has them all.
Now, I've saved the best for last. John Anderson, Three Ships. This is John Anderson's Christmas album. This guy's the lead singer for Yes. And we'll be hearing the song How It Hits You.
How It Hits You. All right. And last but not least, we got Johnny Mathis. For Christmas, it's Johnny Mathis. And the hit we're going to be doing is called Carol of the Bells. It's a short but sweet version. The song goes pretty quick. You'll understand what it means when once we hear that.
All right, now let's get started. Brian Setzer Orchestra's Boogie Woogie Christmas, opening with the song Jingle Bells. It's his version. Let's take it away and hear it.
Okay.
Over them fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells and bobtails ring, making them spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle, jingle, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride and fix that Chevrolet. Jingle bells.
All right, that was Jingle Bells by Brian Setzer and his orchestra, actually mainly called the Brian Setzer Orchestra. Now, my dad and I first heard that on the way down to the Pontiac Silverdome in the year 2000, when the football team was really good, when we made it to the Silverdome for the second time, back at the time when Greg Emmink was our quarterback. So I'd give it 5 stars for Brian Setzer, since my dad and I are big fans of him.
And of course, if you have not heard or seen the movie...
Oh, that's right. Thanks for mentioning that, JB.
Yeah.
JB just mentioned that it's also featured in the movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
Yeah, let me explain how the movie worked. Arnold Schwarzenegger, busy father, tight business, but on the way, he's on a toy hunt searching for a Turbo Man doll. And in the end, I guess you can tell that the hero of the real Turbo Man was really Arnold Schwarzenegger himself, when he decided to put on the Turbo Man suit. And that's a good movie. I like it. So I'm going to give that hit 5 stars as well.
All right, moving on.
All right, Mariah Carey. She's wishing you a Merry Christmas. And the hit we're going to be doing is All I Want for Christmas Is You. I have seen the video. Takes back to, I guess, back in the Christmas of '94, actually. And then when I first heard this hit, it was played on the radio. So anyway, here's the hit. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true.
Okay, there you go. Short but sweet. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Good hit. I like it. It started off kind of slow, but if you kind of like listen to the beginning of the music, it sounded like you're hearing like huge church bells ringing. So I like this hit, and I'm going to give this hit 5 stars.
Well, you know, especially we didn't hear much of it, but I especially loved the beginning when the drummer came in going. That sound was just pretty cool, believe me. But I'll just give it 4 3/4. That would do fine.
4 3/4, but you still liked it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Moving on, the Carol album. And we're going to be hearing Riu Riu Chiu. This song is sung in a foreign language, and it's probably sung in Latin. And let's hear it.
Okay.
Riu, riu, ciu, la guarda ribera, yo sguardo el lobo de nuestra cordera, yo sguardo el lobo de nuestra cordera. Riu, riu, ciu, la guarda ribera, yo sguardo el lobo de nuestra cordera, yo sguardo el lobo de nuestra cordera. El lobo rabioso la quiso morder, mas Dios poderoso la supo defender. Quiso hacer que no pudiese pecar, y aún original esta virgen no tuviera. Riu, riu, ciu, la guarda ribera, Dios guardó el lobo de nuestra cordera. Dios guardó el lobo.
All right, that was Riu Riu Chiu. And like I said, that song is sung in a foreign language, sung in Latin.
So how does it go?
Well, in the book, the lyrics say, Riu Riu Chiu, he who herds by the river, God kept the wolf far away from RU. And we heard the lead singer sing the first verse. The furious wolf attempted to bite her, but Almighty God protected her well. Such did he make her, she could know sin, a virgin unstained by our first father's fault. That's what it meant. And I like the way the guys have harmonized that all into one, originally sung a cappella. And my dad said that it's all the way back to the medieval times, but I like this, so it's going to end up with 5 stars.
Riu Riu Chiu. Does anyone know what that meant? Riu Riu Chiu?
Well, it could mean some kind of English term, I'm not sure. I think Riu Riu Chiu is just normal English. But I'd have to talk to someone who's a linguist who'd know about that. I know no linguist around.
Uh-huh. And this was dated back to the medieval times.
At least that's what my dad said. back to the medieval times.
Back to the medieval times. Okay, so,
Because on the cover it says,
yeah, the Carol album,
yeah, 7 centuries
Seven-
of Christmas music.
7 centuries. This was way back in the early time, huh?
That's right.
All right, so I guess to make it short and sweet, I'm gonna give this, I'll give it 4.5.
Sounds good, but why give it 4.5?
Because I'm still trying to get the lyrics down, called like Rio Rio Chiu, and you were telling me about the wolf and stuff. So
Yeah, what I was saying about the wolf was mentioned in the first verse.
but 4.5, I think I'll do the trick just fine on that one.
All right, I'll
Alright.
accept on that.
Okay. Now I know you're a big Elvis fan, right?
That's true.
Okay, and the hit we're gonna be doing is a Christmas album from Elvis himself, and you'll like this hit. It has a little blues, has a little jazz. The song we're gonna be doing is Santa Claus is Back in Town. So here's the king.
Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling on the ground. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling down. Well, you be a real good little girl. Santa Claus is back in town. Got no sleigh with reindeer, no sack on my back. You gonna see me coming in a big black Cadillac. Oh, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling on the ground.
Okay, Santa Claus is back in town, and he really is back in town. And that was Elvis Presley, of course. Like I said, I like this hit. It had blues, had a little bit of blues, had a little bit of jazz, and kind of like how the tempo went. And like, I kind of liked it. So it's a good hit for anyone who's likes to hear this kind of hit before. So I'm gonna give that 5 stars.
Well, even though I'm a big Elvis fan, but I'll just lower the level a bit to 4 stars. I like it though, and it's got a little rock and roll style to it. I'm sure about that, but more blues sway anyway, like JB mentioned.
So 5 stars for me, 4 stars for you. Hope
That's
you're keeping
right.
score.
Now I saved the best for last. This is John Anderson's Christmas album, 3 Ships. This guy's the lead singer for Yes, and he still is. We're gonna hear the song How It Hits You. This is my dad's favorite song as well as mine as well. Take it away.
Okay.
Brought this lovely morning. Dancing in my head can't help but call you. Dancing in my head can't help but call you. Look, ooh, brought these silent teardrops. Running through my head can't help but think of you. Running through my head can't help but think of you. You know the heavens, they'll be dancing all for singing of the glory of this very day. And in my heart of hearts, I knew it from the very start that you'd be with me. Ain't to jump up, ain't to jump out. Are you with me? Are you with me?
All right, that was John Anderson, 3 Ships. Actually, John Anderson. The album was called 3 Ships. We just heard How It Hits You. Now, I've been a Yes fan for a long time, and when I first heard this album, and I knew, my dad told me the name of the artist, but I didn't know he was lead singer for Yes until I looked at the back of the Yes album, 90125, and then I found out John Anderson's the lead singer for Yes. And so I've always been a Yes fan ever since I first heard Owner of a Lonely Heart. And John Anderson is my favorite singer, so I'm going to give this song 5 stars.
So John Anderson's gone solo. So that's That's nice. I like how he does it. So, and to make a long story short, is he making another album, another solo album, pretty quick, or?
Well, not that I know of just yet. YesWorld.com hasn't mentioned any news on what the group members have been up to, but I know that John Anderson has went solo before. He still is with Yes. He still is the lead singer. They're finishing off their tour.
Sounds good. So maybe we might have Yes new album coming out probably, say what, 2003 maybe.
Actually, Yes, I don't think Yes is releasing a new album. Since Rick Wakeman's back with the band, it's just a classic Yes tour.
Oh, classic Yes tour. Okay.
And they're still touring it.
Okay. Good hit by John Anderson. I'm just gonna give that one 5 stars.
Alrighty.
And now Johnny Mathis and his album For Christmas. And the hit we're going to be hearing is a short one, short but sweet, Carol of the Bells. See if I got that name right. Carol of the Bells. Yes. It's a good hit. Here it is.
Ding dong, ding dong. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how happy are their songs, gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, ding dong, that is a song with joyful ring, all caroling, ding dong, ding, ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, their songs gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, ding dong, that is their song with joyful ring, all caroling, ding dong, ding.
Okay, like I said, that was Carol of the Bells. A short song, but the chorus and the lyrics moves pretty fast. If I can enunciate here, let's see. Carol, the time of the years. Help me out there, Nick. It's kind of like a good hit, but I think I'm gonna give this 5 stars. It's a tongue twister to me.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that. I've heard the song many times before. I don't know if I can help you out or not on reciting the lyrics.
I think it's in the book. Let me see. Go ahead, Nick. How you gonna give this one?
Well, probably 4.5. I'll stick with that.
All right.
I've heard the song many times before.
All right.
But Johnny Mathis is not the only artist who I've heard it from.
Okay. I think we got a mystery CD coming up.
Not a mystery CD. Not this time.
Oh.
But after when we come back from break, I'll be singing you a song while playing guitar.
Okay.
And so we will be right back after these messages. Stick around and listen to the song I'm going to be singing.
What song is he singing? Find out when Hot Tracks rolls on.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer.
If you want to stay informed of what's happening in your community, then your Grand Valley Advance newspaper is what you've been looking for. This weekly newspaper is packed full of area news stories, sports, syndicated columns, recipes, classified ads, announcements, display advertisements, coupons, and of course, garage sales in the community. Your courteous delivery person cheerfully brings your Grand Valley newspaper every Tuesday, and WCET would like to thank the Grand Valley Advance for their support through the years. The Grand Valley Advance is your weekly community newspaper.
Hi, I'm Larry Treese, President of Healthcare Associates and Community Caregivers. Many of you recognize me with my cowboy hat on. When I'm not coaching, I'm wearing another hat, and that's the healthcare hat. We provide help at home. Finding help at home can be very difficult these days. That's why you need to call Healthcare Associates and Community Caregivers to find help at home.
Healthcare Associates is a proud sponsor of WCET-TV.
Oh,
All right, welcome back to Hot Tracks, and we're going to be playing a song. I'm going to be playing a song for you, and since you don't know what this song is called, it's called "Gentle Mary, Humble Mary." Originally, it was on a little kids' TV show called The Donut Man, and this was all done on that show. And when I was in 2nd grade, we did this song for our Christmas program at my church, and so I'm going to be playing for you "Gentle Mary, Humble Mary," and this is it.
This is Nick Unplugged.
Yep. Gentle Mary, humble Mary, God has chosen you his son to bear. Humble Mary, gentle Mary, knows this will not be an easy care. The angel said, be not afraid, God favors thee, you shall bear a son, great he will be. Gentle Mary, humble Mary, God has chosen you his son to bear. Humble Mary, gentle Mary, knows this will not be an easy care. Mary replied, I kneel before you as the maidservant of the Lord. Let it now be done according to his holy word. Said, be not afraid, God favors thee, you shall bear a son, great he will be, great he will be, great he will be. All right, that was Gentle Mary, Humble Mary. And I forgot to mention this before I sung this. It's Bible related. It's when Gabriel appeared before Mary going, do not be afraid. I'm bringing you good news, and God is with you. You are to give birth to a son, and his name will be Most High. And that's the song Gentle Mary, Humble Mary. Because Mary was afraid at the time when Gabriel appeared.
If we were to hear that song over again, that would have been so nice. Everybody would move to it. That was a good performance, Nick.
Why, thank you very much, JB.
I'm going to give you 5 stars on that.
Why, thank you very much. Even though I did not write the song. It was originally done on a little kids' TV show, like I mentioned before I sang this.
Okay. Good song. All right, I think it's time to recap.
Yep, you got that right.
Okay.
And now, starting off with the Brian Setzer Orchestra, I gave that 5 stars. JB did as well.
Okay, I got Mariah Carey and All I Want for Christmas Is You. There we go. There's the album. Good hit. I liked it. Had, if you, like I said, heard the beginning of the song, it had bells, like huge church bells. I gave it 5 stars, but Nick lowered the level.
To 4 3/4.
Okay.
All right, now we come to the Carol album, Ryu Ryu Chiyu. I gave that 5 stars. JB gave that 4.5.
Santa Claus is Back in Town, Elvis, the Christmas album. He's a big fan of Elvis. So, something to his liking. Santa Claus is back in town. He really is back in town. I give it 5 stars. Nick did the same thing.
I don't think so. I must have given that 4.5 or 4. Probably 4.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Okay.
The ratings will appear on this screen.
Actually, it was Johnny Mathis that was probably No, not Johnny Mathis. All right, now we come to John Anderson, Three Ships. There's a picture of John Anderson on the back right here. A lead singer for Yes. But we heard How It Hits You. I gave that 5 stars. And I think you did as well, JB.
Yes, we both gave it 5 stars. Johnny Mathis, Short But Sweet, Carol of the Bells. I'm still going to learn the lyrics pretty well. I told you it's a tongue twister if you ask me. Even though I gave it 5 stars, Nick, I think you did lower the level.
That's the 1 to 4.5 I did. Elvis was probably 4.5. Johnny Mathis could have been 4. I'm not sure. Either one.
Either one. Well, and the performance you gave out the song Humble Mary, Gentle Mary.
Gentle Mary, Humble Mary.
Gentle Mary, Humble Mary. I gave you 5 stars on that because your performance was excellent.
Why, thank you very much. And that's been the episode of Hot Tracks, our Christmas special. Hopefully all of you will have a very Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time.
Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
I just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ting a tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather, stay right together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather, for stay right together with you. That's right. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like the birds of a feather would be. Let's take the road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather, for we stay right together with you. Oh, yeah. I just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather, for we stay right together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather, for we stay right together with you. Stay right with you. Stay right with you. Stay right with you. Stay right with you. Oh, yeah.
As the American military gets smaller, who will be there to answer the call? They will. They're the National Guard and Reserve, and they make up half of today's military forces. As an employer, you may be asked to support their mission. Remember, their response depends on yours.
Do you know how to escape a fire? Well, would you believe you could learn the answer from a baby?
If you get caught in a fire, here's what you should know.